Hi, and welcome to On Track. I'm your host, Lindsay Carlson, here with Sugar Still. This is Sarah and Charlie. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You've only been playing for a few months. What are your goals for this band?
Well, we're pretty excited about the songs we've been writing and the sound that we've got. And so we're trying to build out regionally from Chicago, and we're building some weekend tours out like into Ohio for a weekend. We're doing 3 shows. We've been doing shows up in Wisconsin, and we're hoping to do some shows like out towards Iowa and build regionally around Chicago for over the next year and kind of see what happens.
Are there any main places that you guys go to that if a fan wanted to come and see you, they'd know, oh, they're going to be here because they've been there for so many times?
Yeah.
Well, there are a couple venues in Chicago that we play at pretty regularly, and then we've been hitting Sturgeon Bay and Madison.
Yeah, I've got a lot of history in Sturgeon Bay, Door County, Wisconsin, so we do play a lot of venues up there. It's kind of a touristy area, so there are a lot of venues to play up there, and they'll pay you pretty well. And then we've been playing in Chicago. We played at the Red Line Tap and...
Red Line Tap, Throne Room, First Slice Pie Cafe.
Yeah, I think we're playing at Sylvie's, you know, the kind of the regular bars around Chicago that we're playing.
No, I think it's interesting that you play guitar and she plays violin.
Yeah.
How did you guys get into that? Was it kind of like a childhood thing where your parents were like, you got to learn how to do this? Or was it something that you wanted to do yourself?
Tell them the violin. I'm interested in knowing too.
Well,
so.
I picked up violin when instrumental music was brought back into my public school. And before we were allowed to choose, the violin teacher came out to show all the kids how, this is a violin. This is what you play on violin. And he played Star Wars on the violin, and I'm like, I'm learning that, whatever that was. And then, I don't know, since then I've always really loved it.
That's cool. Violin's not an easy instrument to
No,
play.
it's not. I'm still trying to figure the darn thing out.
Yeah.
It's funny. And what about you with the guitar? Where did you...
I just actually I used to go every spring break down to the Smoky Mountains with my parents. We'd go camping, and we stopped at this place, and we'd see banjo players and bluegrass players and stuff. So I started on banjo, originally 5-string banjo, and then I moved to guitar, and in high school I played guitar with my friends and pretty much was self-taught.
Well, that's kind of cool. So what would you say your genre of music is?
I think we've got a number of influences. We really like kind of the gypsy jazz type of things, and then the roots blues music is a strong element in our songwriting for sure. And but with just 2 instruments, and they're acoustic instruments, we're kind of labeled into that folk environment, that Americana environment. But we feel like we have a lot of influences across jazz and classic Americana music.
So your first song is called Warning Gray. Mm-hmm. You want to quickly kind of give a summary of what that is about?
Ooh,
He wrote that one.
Yeah, the thing about the songs that I like to write is that they're sort of, I just like to load them up with nouns and imagery and sort of let the listener choose what the song is about, sort of based on where they are in their lives at that point. So each time you listen to the song, to me, it might mean something else. So I try to let the words speak for themselves. It's a soft song. It's pretty low volume, but we feel it's emotionally charged. We like it.
That's pretty cool. Let's take a listen to Warning Gray.
There's a smell on my skin like an empty bottle, and my brain closes in to the words you mumble, but the door's doors open wide, and there's sirens outside. Warning gray, I can't find the signal. Warning gray, I can't find the signal. All the warnings you gave, and I'm still broken. Rusting stains on the walls, like a snail crawling. Greasy rain on the tiles, and I hear you moaning. And my mind closes in like a crowd on a train. Warning gray, I can't find the signal. Warning gray, I can't find the signal. All the warnings you gave, and I'm still broken. And if I'd smiled, would it all be different? And if I change, will you stay? Warning gray, I can't find the signal. Warning gray, I can't find the signal. All the warnings you gave, and I'm still broken.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Hi, and welcome back to On Track. So tell us, what influences your songwriting?
Well, really everything. I mean, it's really something as simple as doing a television interview. We might write a song about this on the way back to Chicago. We probably will. And I mean, I studied classically, and I graduated from music conservatory, so I have a lot of knowledge of like structure and chords and music theory. And then, he's been writing songs forever, and so he brings that he's a storyteller. Yeah. So we've been combining the two, and we end up with, I think 2 elements that work really well together.
Yeah,
so
we're pretty excited.
You guys would say that you write together, separately, both?
We've definitely been collaborating.
Both.
Yeah, it's both.
But yeah,
She's just been writing a lot of songs lately, and they're great. I'm really excited about the songs she's been bringing to the table. And when we first started, I had a lot of songs that I had brought to the table, and she was excited about. And then we've been writing together, and the songs that we write together are the ones that I think are the most exciting.
So your next 3 songs are Palatine, Paper Wings, and Oak Tree. And tell me about Palatine.
Well, Palatine came to me after a big life change I had. And I moved and basically started my whole life over. And I used to be the assistant conductor for the Harper Community College Orchestra. So I used to make that drive from Chicago to Palatine all the time. And it's basically just a blues about that.
That's cool. So the next 3 songs are Palatine, Paper Wings, and Oak Tree Inn.
My funny Valentine drifting in the air. The billboards stop and stare down the road. White lines count and keep time, metronome as concrete unfolds. I used you to get to Palatine, past rows of shuttered stores. Your mother said she knew my kind, the wanderer. Pockmarked moon and blemished sun stop you in your tracks. There's no way for you to relax with me around. Onward she strolls, plagued with potholes, wounds that make no sound. I use you to get to Palatine. When the bar opened its doors, I bathed in gin and quinine, the wanderer moving on. Ooh. I raced you down at 85 miles per hour. Reds and blues drawn to me like flies. Rubber fries and burns my brain as glass shards make me whole again. Breathe in your salvation as I take the hit. Get to Palatine, forsaking bays and bridges behind the wanderer's home. Ooh, the wanderer's home. Ooh, the wanderer's home. The wanderer's home. Four Seasons patio. It's not as nice as the hotel, but it'll do. There's a heater in one corner and a mattress on the floor, and a map of the world on the wall that calls me home when I have nothing at all. Airplanes rise out my window. Paper wings
boats all drown in the shallows, crossing boundaries. How was I to know? The map never told me so.
I lie here in the morning in the cold, staring idly at my phone. I could leave any minute, but you know I'll still be here underneath the covers where it's warm, sheltered from imaginary stars.
Airplanes rise out my window, paper wings lost in the snow, boats all drown in the shallows, crossing boundaries. How was I to know? The map never told me so.
Just get up, get up, get up, get up and go. The cardinals point the way. Just tug, tug the strings of my iron heart today. So I tear the map down from the wall. To hell with it all. Airplanes
Rise out my window, paper wings lost in the snow, boats all drown in the shallows, crossing boundaries. How was I to know? The map never told me so. One. Won't you meet me in Tulsa? I'll be at the Oak Tree Inn, parked in front of room 114 by the ice machine on the end. We can make love in the sunset, my hands upon your skin, if you meet me at the Oak Tree Inn. I've been feeding bread and oranges to the birds and bees. I bought 2 bags at Farmer's Market back in Culver City, and I've been tossing peels out the window for 100 miles, I bet, since I gunned it from the coast over the mountains. The sky dries and pastels can feel it soaking in. Won't you meet me in Tulsa? I'll be at the Oak Tree Inn, parked in front of room 114 by the ice machine on the end. We can make love in the sunset, my hands upon your skin, if you meet me at the Oak Tree Inn. You can chase me down Route 66, start out at the pier, point your headlights to the east, soon you'll meet me here. 2 sunsets from the ocean, the prettiest you've seen, 'cause the high desert sky turns tangerine. That sky dries and pastels can feel them soaking in. Won't you meet me in Tulsa? I'll be at the Oak Tree Inn, Parked in front of room 114 by the ice machine on the end. We can make love in the sunset. My hands upon your skin. If you meet me at the oak tree inn. Halfway to Chicago, the air turns clean and cold. Past windmill farms, cotton fields, and sky. And I can change if you let me to that man you used to know, with fire and desire in his eyes. Won't you meet me in Tulsa? I'll be at the oak tree inn. Parked in front of room 114 by the ice machine on the end. We can make love in the sunset. My hands upon your skin. If you meet me at the oak tree inn.
I know just where I'll find you with a six-pack on the hood. One shoe on, one shoe off, and a smile that's up to no good. I'd have kept you in Los Angeles, but I wasn't dealt that hand. So tonight I'll have you in my arms again. And that sky dries in pastels, I can feel it soaking in. Won't you meet me in Tulsa? I'll be at the oak tree inn.
Parked in front of room 114 by the ice machine on the end. We can make love in the sunset. My hands upon your skin. If you meet me at the oak tree inn. Won't you meet me in Tulsa? I'll be at the oak tree inn. Parked in front of room 114 by the ice machine on the end. We can make love in the sunset. My hands upon your skin. If you meet me at the oak tree inn. If you meet me at the oak tree inn. If you meet me at the oak tree inn.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does.
And like that, you're a job creator.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Hi, and welcome back to On Track. I'm here with Sugar Still. So where can we find you guys?
On the web, definitely you can. We've got a website at sugarstill.com. We're on the Facebook at Sugar Still Music, so you can look us up there. We're on the Twitters and all those other places, the YouTubes,
Instagram.
the Instagrams.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
we're on
your
all
name
those.
for the Instagrams?
I don't know.
I think we actually just have separate accounts.
Yeah, I think so. So it'd
Okay.
be
So it's
Charlie
not
Cheney,
conjoined.
Fiddler Blick. So,
Okay, so the next song you're going to play, the last song you're going to play is The Struggle. Do you want to quickly summarize that song for us?
probably our most overtly political song, sort of a protest song, but it's just a good rave up call and response song. You know, kind of a classic. What would you call it? A big tent revival type song.
I call it fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think it's a lot of fun.
All right, well, thanks for joining us today on Track, and I will see you next week. Here's the song, The Struggle.
There's a well that we dug in the field, where the spring runs deep and the smell of the seasons is real, and the black loam reeks from the crops of 1,000 years, and the crying of a million tears flows in the ground. I said, oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. The barn holds machinery and tools that we built by hand in this farm. This farm's being ruined by fools who destroy the land for fuel. Fuel that they kill for, fuel that they suck from the sand. Fuel made out of poison, fuel that's gonna kill us, every woman and man. I said, oh child, oh child, no child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. This war's not hemmed by borders, it's not hemmed by joy or need. This war's fueled by men in power, it's fueled by money, fueled by greed. Oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child, oh child, oh child, the struggle isn't over. Oh child.